Hello guys and welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you the Elder Scrolls timeline from the beginning into the last part of the series. Let's get into this, enjoy watching. The Elder Scrolls Arena is an action role-playing video game developed and published by Bethesda Softworks. It is the first game in the Elder Scrolls series. It was released for MS-DOS on March 25th, 1994. Like it is the sequels, Arena takes place on the continent of Timyrol, complete with a dungeons and spell creation system that allows the players to mix various spell effects. The Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. It is the second game in the Elder Scrolls series. It was released on September 20th on 1996. Daggerfall is set in the LLI-AC Bay between the provinces of High Rock and Hammerfell. The player is set here at the personal request of the Emperor. The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. It is the third installment in the Elder Scrolls series following the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall and was released in 2002 for Microsoft Windows and Xbox. The main story takes place in the Vavardenfell, an island in the Dunmer, Dark Elf province of Morrowind, part of the continent of Tamriel. After a storm and a strange dream vision, the player character, BC, begins in a town called Nin, fresh off a boat from mainland prison, freed by the string bowling of the correct ruler of Tamrielic Empire, Emperor Ural Septim VII. The BC is given the task of meeting Cassius Cusados, a member of the Blades, a secret group of spies and agents working for the Emperor and for the Empire. Cusados inducts the player into the Blades on the Emperor's order and sets the player on various quests to uncover the mysterious that the citizens of Vavardenfell have experienced, practically the Sixth House and the Ashlander prophecies of the Nirvaren. It is later revealed that the induction under Cusados and the player's release from the prison was due to the Emperor's suspicions that the player made the Nirvaren of the legendary Dunmer hero. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. It is the fourth installment in the Elder Scrolls action fantasy series following the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind and preceding the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. The game was released for Microsoft Windows and Xbox 360 in March 2006 and on PlayStation 3 in March 2007, with the mobile version of a game released on May 2, 2006, taking place within factional province of Cyrodiil. Oblivion's main story revolves around the player character's efforts to thwart a factional cult known as the Mythic Dawn. The plans to open a portal gate to Dominic Realm known as the Oblivion. The game continues the open world tradition of its predecessor by allowing the player to travel anywhere in the game world at any time and to ignore or postpone the main storyline indefinitely. Oblivion is set 6 years after the events of the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. During the Third Era, though it is not a direct sequel to it or any other game, the game is set in Cyrodiil, a province of Tamriel, the continent on which all the games in the series have so far taken place. The Elder Scrolls 4 Knights of the Nine is an expansion pack for role-playing video game The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, announced on October 17, 2006. The expansion was developed by Bethesda Games Studios and published and released in North America by Bethesda Softworks. The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. It is the fifth main installment in the Elder Scrolls series following the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. The game main story revolves around the player's character, the Dragonborn, on their quest to defeat Eldian, the World Eater, a dragon who is prophesied to destroy the world. The game is set 200 years after the events of Oblivion and takes place in Skyrim, the northmost province of Timyrol. Over the course of the game, the player completes quests and develops the character by improving the skills. The game continues the open world tradition of its predecessor by allowing the player to travel anywhere in the game world at any time and to ignore or postpone the main storyline indefinitely. The player may freely roam over the land of Skyrim, which is an open world environment consisting of wilderness expanses, dungeons, caves, cities, towns, fortresses and villages. A player may navigate the game world more quickly by riding a horse, paying for a raid from a city's stable, or by utilizing a fast travel system which allows them to warp the previously discovered locations. The game's main quest can be completed or ignored at the player's preference after the first stage of the quest is finished. However, some quests rely on the main storyline being at least partly complete. Players have the option to develop their character at the beginning of the game. Players create their character by selecting their sex and choosing between one of several races including humans, orcs, elves, and anthropomorphic cat or lizard-like creatures, and then customizing their character's appearance or the course of the game, players improving their character's skills. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Dawnguard. Dawnguard revolves around an ancient prophecy protected by an Elder Scroll. The Dawnguard is an organization dedicated to hunting vampires who attempt to stop the return of a powerful clan of vampires named the Volkah, who possess the power to turn into monsters vampire lords. The Volkah's leader, Lord Harkoon, intends to use an Elder Scroll to permanently blot out of the sun. The player can choose to either aid the Dawnguard or to join the Volkah, becoming a vampire lord themselves in the process. DLC includes a different armor teams, weapons, characters. The Elder Scrolls Online is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game developed by ZeniMax Online Studios and published by Bethesda Softworks. It was released for Microsoft Windows and OS X in April 2014, with versions for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S planned. It is a part of the Elder Scrolls series. The game is set in the continent of Timorol, and the features a storyline indirectly connected with the other games in the Elder Scrolls franchise. It had been in development for 7 years before it is released in 2014. The gameplay is mostly non-linear, with a mixture of quests and random events and free roaming exploration of the world. The game does not provide a mode for single-player offline play, although the developers state that there would be plenty of content designed to accommodate players who prefer to play solo. The player is able to play as 10 different races: humans, Nords, Redguards, Britons and Embalers, Elvish races, Dunmer, Dark Elves, Eltimor, High Elves, Bosmer, Wood Elves, and Orismer, Orcs, Bestials races, Kahit and Argonautes. Players must choose one of 6 classes when creating their character: a Dragon Knight, Sorcerer, a Nightblade, a Templar, a Warden. Of each other class give the player a various different attacks, spells, and passive effects. The game has other character choices beyond those of race and class, such as the player character also being able to become either a vampire or a werewolf, each of which grant it its own skill tree. There are 7 different crafting skill lines: alchemy, blacksmithing, clother, enchanting, woodworking, and jewelry crafting. The game is set on the continent of Tamriel during the Second Era, but not all places in Tamriel are playable. The events of the game occur millennium before those the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim and around 800 years before the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind and the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Its structure is broadly similar to Skyrim, with two separate conflicts processing at the same time, one with the fate of the worlds and the balance, and one where the prize is supreme power or Tamriel. In the Elder Scrolls Online, the first struggle is against the Daedric, a Prince Molag Bal, who is attempting to meld the plan of Mundos with his realm of Cold Harbor, and the second to capture the vacant imperial throne, constituted by their allies of their mortal races. The player character has been sacrificed to Molag Bal, and Molag Bal has stolen their soul, to recovery of which is the primary game objective. Many parts of the continent of Tamriel are available in the game, with the most zones accessible regardless of a faction or a player level. Some zones are accessible with DLC only from the Crown Store or by subscribing to ESO. And that was it, and don't forget to subscribe and the like button down below. I would really appreciate it. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for your support, and I will see you next time. Bye.